All content is publicly sourced and used under the USA Fair Use and UK Fair Dealing Guidelines. The things I say are strictly my opinion. Hello everyone, it's the Bizzy Bee with the real royalty. It is Tuesday, July the 28th. Let's find out what happened today in royal history. On today's date in 1540, the execution of Thomas Cromwell, the chief minister to King Henry VIII. It seems Mr. Cromwell was getting his just desserts, so to speak, as he had been instrumental in the fall of Anne Boleyn. His downfall began due to the fact that he had arranged the marriage between Henry VIII and his fourth wife, Anne of Cleves. Apparently, Henry was so displeased with Anne's appearance and the scent of her nether regions that he couldn't even bring himself to seal the deal, as it were. The king even went as far as to say that his bride looked like a horse, and I quote. The marriage was annulled, and Anne of Cleves, having a decent bit of common sense, agreed to the annulment. Most likely, she liked her head and preferred to keep it attached. Cromwell was sent to the Tower. From there, he sent Henry a letter begging for his life. The letter closed with the line, "Most gracious prince, I cry for mercy, mercy, mercy." But his pleas fell on deaf ears. He was executed without a trial. Later, King Henry VIII regretted the execution and accused his ministers of bringing about Cromwell's downfall by pretexts and false accusations. But being that he executed over 100,000 of his own subjects and 2 of his wives, I'm sure he got over it fairly quickly. On today's date in 1540, also on the same day as Cromwell's execution, is the wedding of King Henry VIII and Catherine Howard, his 5th wife, at Hampton Court Palace. Now, Catherine's uncle, Thomas Howard, the 3rd Duke of Norfolk, was a prominent politician at Henry's court, and he secured Catherine a place in the household of Henry's 4th wife, Anne of Cleves, who we just discussed, where she caught Henry's attention. This is Catherine Howard, by the way. As he thought himself a ladies' man, it didn't take a whole lot to catch Henry's attention. She married him on today's date, 1540, at Oatlands Palace in Surrey, just 19 days after the annulment of his marriage to Anne of Cleves. He was 49 and she was still a teenager, about 17 years old. Naturally, the young girl found her old, bloated, cranky husband repulsive, and given the fact that he probably couldn't perform as a man should any longer, it wasn't too long before the new queen was seeking attention elsewhere, and she found it in Thomas Culpeper, a handsome attendant of the king. The affair was eventually uncovered, and there was a letter found that Catherine wrote to Culpeper in which she signed it, "Yours as long as life endures." Well, it didn't endure too much long after that. The fun-loving girl, who had a little too much fun on the king's watch, was unceremoniously sent to the Tower, and both she and her lover, Culpeper, were executed. On today's date, in 1683, it was the wedding of Queen Anne and Prince George of Denmark at the Chapel Royal, St. James Palace. That's the 2 of them there. As in most royal marriages, the couple were related. They were cousins, which doesn't make it any less creepy. They were still related. Prince George was chosen because it was thought that he would be acceptable to England's Protestant subjects. Bishop Compton officiated at the wedding of Anne and George of Denmark on today's date, 1683, in the Chapel Royal. Although it was an arranged marriage, they were faithful and devoted partners. Although Queen Anne did allegedly dilly-dally with some of her female acquaintances, but there is no proof that there was any affairs with any other men by either one of them or any women or what have you. The marriage was not altogether successful in royal terms, as it produced no heirs. Out of 15 pregnancies, the couple had no children that survived into adulthood. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification button, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.